Headlines for this week include a key member of Murphy Library says goodbye. Graduation turns colorful and a world record holder makes an impact on campus. Stay tuned. WMCM's Week in Review is next.
Hello, and thanks for watching WMCM's Week in Review. My name is Greg Hill.
And I'm Peter Lenz. If you are looking for some great music this Friday night, well, look no further than the Album Encounter Multimedia Laser Light Show tomorrow night in the Planetarium. The encounter will be from 8 to 9 in the evening, located in room 20 in the basement of Cowley Hall. The show will feature the Beatles' album One, which is comprised of all 27 of their #1 hits. If you can't make the Album Encounter but still want to check out the Planetarium, then be sure to hit up the public Planetarium program on Saturday, December 5th at 1 p.m. The program will be Star of Wonder and will cover the current evening sky, followed by an audiovisual presentation on the Star of Wonder itself.
UWL is saying goodbye to a major contributor to the Murphy Library, and more importantly, a part of our family. After 36 years of outstanding service, Karen Lang is retiring. Along with her many contributions at the Murphy Library, Karen has had an impact on students as well, whether that be helping out at the front desk, assisting with the purchases of library materials, or laying out materials for the K-12 program in the Library Curriculum Center. The amount of hats Karen has worn is insurmountable. Karen's coworkers describe her upbeat personality and fair share of pranks as something they will miss very much. Help celebrate Karen's accomplishments at 1 p.m. tomorrow in the Murphy Library Resource Center. From everyone here at UWL, we will miss you.
On Friday, the UW Lacrosse Theater Department will debut its winter production of Tennessee Williams' A Streetcar Named Desire. Streetcar tells the tragic story of former schoolteacher Blanche, who leaves her family's plantation to move to New Orleans. While she is there, she quickly gets taught a little lesson about living in life in the 1940s French Quarter. The show stars UWL's very own Callahan Skogman as Mitch and Olivia Dubiel as Blanche. The show kicks off at the Toland Theater on December 4th at 7:30 in the evening, with additional shows on the 5th, 6th, 10th, 12th, and the 13th. Tickets are only $5 for UWL students, so don't miss your chance to catch this streetcar, or you will have to take a cab. This week, our WMCM crew decided to take a look at an event happening here on campus, so let's hear what they have to say.
This week, WMCM decided to take a look at the Cultural Coffee Hour, held in the Hall of Nations in Centennial Hall, hosted by the International Department of Education and Engagement. So we decided to ask Advisor Miranda Panzer for a little bit more information.
Tonight we hosted a cultural coffee hour. This happens 5 times a semester, where we bring international students and study abroad alums together to share their experiences and opinions of different topics.
The topic for that evening was environmental impact on food culture. We asked UWL student Weston Florkey what he learned at this cultural coffee hour.
I learned a lot about food waste and how it's like 90% of U.S. households get rid of their waste and everything else like that. Not only is waste through food, but also the packaging. I think she said 50% of the paper products, instead of going to things you think of for academic purposes, they're going into packaging, which in the end, they don't get recycled, which is a problem.
This cultural coffee hour was the last of 5 held this semester. So if you are interested in learning about new topics or meeting new people, attend one of the 5 cultural coffee hours next semester. With WMCM News, I'm Hayden Nodigal with Meredith Ketzler and John Chavalis.
And now here's Pauline Brown to talk a little more about events going on around campus. Pauline?
Thank you, Greg. Saturday night, the UW class jazz performers will kick off the holiday season with an event called Swinging Yuletide. The concert features the Lacrosse Jazz Orchestra, along with the UWL Instrumental Jazz Ensembles and the Lacrosse Jazz Quartet. They will be playing season favorites, so if you're a fan of Christmas music, I recommend attending this event. Swinging Yuletide will be at Valhalla Cartwright Center and starts at 7:30 p.m. this Saturday on December 5th. This week, the Pride Center is presenting a ceremony they like to call Rainbow Graduation. The celebration recognizes UWL's graduating students in the lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning intersex, asexual, pansexual, and ally communities. Rainbow Graduation acknowledges their achievements and contributions to the university as students. This ceremony will take place in the Porter Call Room in the Cartwright Center at 5 p.m. on Tuesday, December 8th. Help celebrate these students as they leave UWL with a positive last experience to reflect on. Tomorrow night is the first Friday of the month, which means it's a great night to head downtown. That's because every first Friday of the month, the exhibitors of lacrosse are given the opportunity to meet and greet the public. It takes place tomorrow night, downtown lacrosse from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So after checking out the beautiful Rotary Lights presentation, bundle up with some good friends and help support the small businesses in our community. Now back to you, Greg.
Thanks, Pauline. 4 students enrolled as ethnic racial studies minors have decided to create an educational film about American Indian imagery in lacrosse. The film patterns will discuss stereotypical imagery and explain why it is harmful. The film will also propose solutions for the problems surrounding outdated and incorrect imagery. This film presentation will also highlight the various American Indian images we have located throughout lacrosse, such as the Hiawatha statue by the river, the American Indians playing lacrosse sculpture as you enter the city, as well as UWL's previous mascot, the Indians. The following film will be shown in the Ward Room in Cartwright Center on Thursday, December 10th from 7 to 8 p.m. Project leader Ashley Kalbus says her main goal is to modernize the outdated information on American Indian culture and educate the lacrosse community. 2 new sports shows have been introduced to WMCM this year. Semester, let's take a look at Hot Shot Sports and Eagle Nation.
Introducing WMCM's newest sports show, Hot Shot Sports. It's got games, memes, highlights, gifts, and everything else that you'd ever want from a sports show, like everything current from social media and all other sports action. So tune in to Charter Channel 989 and Campus Channel 6 for some Hot Shot Sports.
Hey, Eagle fans, WMCM TV has a brand new sports show. That's right. Join us every Monday and Friday to keep up to date with all the Eagle athletics. We'll recap highlights, talk to coaches and players, and keep you up to date on what's happening around campus. Pretty cool, right? The show that I'm talking about is Eagle Nation. So join the crew every Monday and Friday at 12 p.m. to talk about UWL athletics. So when you think of sports, think of us, Eagle Nation, on WMCM TV.
Big news for UWL faculty and students because biology professor Roger Harrow has been named 2015's Wisconsin State Professor of the Year. Harrow has been a professor here at UWL for 20 years and says that he is still working his dream job. Harrow is known for his real-life classroom experiences, his emphasis on experiential learning, and his empathetic teaching style. This accomplishment marks the 4th time in the past 5 years that UWL professors have earned top state honors. Amongst Harrow are history professors Greg Wagner and Victor Marcias Gonzalez, and also biology professor Scott Cooper. All of us at UWL should take a moment to appreciate the school that we go to and the excellence that surrounds us. RAQ Radio has hosted their annual chili cook-off earlier last month, and we had our crew on the scene to learn a little bit more about it.
A November tradition was renewed on Saturday, November 14th, as the 4th annual WMCM Chili Cook-Off took place at the Eagle's Nest. 13 UWL organizations gathered, each with a pot of chili in an effort to help raise money for the Cooley Region Humane Society. Those in attendance were not only able to try all the different chilies, but also vote for their favorite, as WMCM awarded trophies for the top 3 chilies in attendance. These first-time chili testers found this fundraiser really enjoyable.
Wide variety, all different kinds of meat and different spices and different.
Got like some chicken and stuff. I got some right here. It's really good. Spicier the better. If it makes your eyes water, it's a good chili. I'm kind of more of a spicier kind of guy, so definitely with some beef chunks and some spice to it. That's my preference.
Victory was awarded to Delta Sigma Phi. Trailing behind in second was the Vanguards, followed by RAQ Radio in third.
Big fundraiser, and it's only $5 to get in, and seeing a bunch of other organizations getting involved with it, guaranteed I'd come back.
Not only was the lacrosse community able to enjoy delicious chili, but they also managed to raise over $300 for the Cooley Region Humane Society. The chili cook-off was a great success.
Thanks again to everyone that contributed to the Chili Cook-Off. Next Monday is the 4th annual Mathematics Education Technology Fair. This fair will give students from a variety of mathematic education fields an opportunity to showcase projects they have developed and designed for use in elementary, middle, and high school classrooms. Throughout the evening, there will be concurrent half-hour sessions that dive further into each subject. This technology fair begins at 5:30 p.m. and concludes at 7:30 p.m. and is located in room 273 in the Murphy Library Learning Studio. Technology that will be discussed ranges anywhere from GeoGebra, iPad apps, spreadsheets, to graphing calculators. For more information, contact Dr. Joshua Hurdle or call at 608-785-8668. Each week, the WMCM crew goes out and talks to your fellow peers in a segment we like to call Campus Insight. This week, they ask students how high their Christmas spirit is.
Look for the WMCM crew around campus for a chance to have your opinions heard on the next week's Campus Insight. And now here's Cal Uren with a review of the movie The Departed.
Thanks, Pete. For the movie review this week, I'll be reviewing the 2006 classic The Departed. This film by the legendary director Martin Scorsese follows the lives of two different police officers, one of them being an undercover and the other a close friend of an organized crime leader. Each man becomes consumed by their double lives throughout the course of the film, and as their covers are blown, they become increasingly more desperate. The story is based on real-life FBI informant Whitey Bulger, who is second to the country's top 10 most wanted list for over a decade. Here's the trailer.
You could become cops or criminals. What I'm saying is this. When you're facing a loaded gun, what's the difference?
This is not the regular police. This is the state police.
We are an elite unit.
This is who we're after.
Frank Costello.
You won't be paid as a regular cop, but there's a bonus involved.
So what do I do?
You will not ever know the identity of undercover people.
You have anyone in with Costello presently?
Maybe.
Do you know who I am?
Maybe not.
I'm gonna have my associates search you.
That was quick. Think he's dead already?
Get your hands off me!
I think we could work something out.
We are all convinced that Costello has at least one mole inside the Special Investigations Unit.
There are parts of my job I can't talk to you about.
Man, you are trouble.
You don't know the half of it. You better get organized, quick.
Hey, last time I checked, I tipped you off and you're not in jail.
Getting the feeling we got a cop in my crew.
Sooner or later, he's gonna find out who I am, and he's gonna kill me.
I can get the rat. You just gotta let me do it my way.
If you don't, it won't be me who pays for it.
There is a leak from the inside. It's real, man. Smoke him out.
You're lying to me.
There are things you don't want to know about.
What are you waiting for, honestly? I mean, do you want him to chop me up and feed me to the poor? Is that what you guys want?
Has How's your mother?
She's on her way out.
You all are. Act accordingly.
With an all-star cast of DiCaprio, Damon, and Nicholson, it's no wonder that The Departed won the 2006 Academy Award for Best Picture of the Year. If you aren't sold already, it's also my personal favorite movie, so now you have no reason not to watch it. Stay tuned to WMCM. Brandon Vanderhoe will be back with this weekend's weather.
You are watching WMCM Student TV, broadcasting from the Wing Technology Center at the University of Wisconsin-La Crosse, featuring sports, news, game shows, movie reviews, interview shows, and what the students are thinking about. Campus Channel 6, Charter 989. Your campus, your station, WMCM TV.
Do you need better opinions on the biggest sports stories? Then you need Sports Talk Live. They cover all sports all the time. From track and field, to soccer, to football, gymnastics, and just about everything in between. Sports Talk Live is your place for sports. Sports Talk Live, Tuesdays on WMCM TV.
Welcome back, everybody. Hope you're enjoying the unseasonably warm weather. For tonight, we're going to have 26 degrees, partly cloudy with southwest 4-mile-an-hour winds. Moving into Friday, another warm day. If you consider 46 warm, clear skies. Get out there. Still waiting for that snow to fill up Mount La Crosse. For Saturday, another warm day with 45 degrees, partly cloudy. And finally, rounding out the weekend, Sunday, 43 degrees and showers. Good day to stay inside and watch the football. You know the Packers play tonight. And now here's James Rau with this week's interview.
Thanks, Brandon. I have Alan Halverson and Jake Bourbonnais with the drawing board here today. So, guys, tell us, how did the drawing board come to be? What is the drawing board?
The drawing board came to be about 2 years ago. We are a band that formed here at UWL. We write a lot of our own music and do a lot of covers. But do you have anything to add to it?
Yeah, the band itself started, we got all of our members about 9 months ago. Alan and Stefan, which is one of our guitarists, they started this project probably about a year ago now, actually. So.
Yeah, one night I was just playing guitar outside my dorm room at about 10:30 at night, and Stefan just walked up and said, "Hey, you're playing guitar, we should play music together sometime." And from there we decided that we wanted to keep going, and then we found Jake and Ian and added them to our band about a year ago. So.
And the legends were born. So why don't you introduce everyone in this photo here and tell us what you guys do?
All right, so got my almost smiling face on the far right. I play drums. All of us are backup singers. Alan here is our lead singer. He'll play a little guitar, a little bit of piano in between. He's the one right next to me. Next to him on the left is Stefan Rexigal. He's one of our guitarists. He writes a lot of music, really good with theory. And then Ian on the far left is probably classified as our lead guitarist. Really good with the upper scales and arpeggios, and truly a wonderful musician.
Yeah. So, Jake, you play the drums, but you don't play a traditional drum set. Why don't you tell us about your cajon?
Okay, so the instrument that I play, since we classify ourselves as an acoustic alternative kind of band, we use a lot of acoustic guitars and like light keyboards. So the instrument I play is called a cajon. It's a Latin American instrument, and it's basically just it's a wooden box about a couple feet high. It's hollow on the inside, so you hit it in the bass, and it gives you a nice deep sound. It's also got snares on the upper half, so if you hit it on the set, it'll emulate a snare sound. So it's pretty, you can do a lot of wide ranges of stuff with it. It's fun.
Yeah, some variety.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you mentioned that you've written some of your own songs, but you also do covers. What kind of cover songs do you do?
We do a lot of alternative style. We do a lot of 90s rock covers, stuff like that. We like to take popular songs that people hear on the radio, and we like to put our own spin on them.
All right.
But yeah.
You occasionally have a guest singer with you as well. Can you tell us a little about her and her role and how that came to be?
Yeah, that would be Jenna Lynn. She is an incredibly talented local artist from UWL here. One of the most talented artists I've ever had the opportunity to sing with. But yeah, she does a lot of music on her own. She has stuff on iTunes, Spotify. she has a couple albums out, so I'd recommend checking her out.
How did you guys find her and come to invite her to sing with you?
Jake and I actually are both we're in the UWL concert choir, and that's how I met Jenna. She's in the UWL concert choir, and I'm a music major here, and she's a music major at minor, so we have a lot of classes together and stuff, so that's how we met.
Cool. So you've had quite a few shows around campus already this year. What can a fan expect when they attend a show? What kind of fun things do you guys do?
I mean, as far as our music goes, we really like to keep it pretty lively. A lot of the stuff that we play is very well known, so we love it when the crowds can sing along with us. They'll come up and dance. We play a Shut Up and Dance. It's probably our all-time favorite, and we invite the crowd to come up, and they'll come up and party with us, and it's a really great time. So stuff that they can sing along with is really key, though. We love it when the crowds interact with us, for sure.
Yeah, that's the best part. Yeah. You can get the
And
fans involved.
also at every show, we try to introduce new originals. We try to do a good mix of originals and covers at all of our shows, and you can always expect to maybe see or hear a new original. So.
How many originals would you say that you have so far?
Well, altogether, Stefan and I and the guys have written probably around 30 originals or more. Some on our own, some together. But as far as what we perform right now, we perform like 3 or 4 originals, but we have a whole bunch that are in the works. So at any given show, I'm sure you can expect to hear some more.
Excited to get some of your own music out there for the fans?
Yes, for sure.
Awesome. Yeah. Do you guys have any more shows scheduled this semester, or maybe even next semester?
There's Angel Hall. They're having a little on-campus event. It's the end of the year bash. They're throwing in the basement sometime. And but other than that, we're trying to land a show at the Relay for Life next semester. That'll be our biggest show. It's one of the biggest events on campus. There's a ton of people that come around, so that's one of the biggest things that we're shooting for. Also, we're trying to shoot bands or shoot for shows for not shoot bands. I'm so sorry. We're trying to shoot for shows in like the Warehouse downtown or the Root Note or small little bars and cafes. So.
The Warehouse was the first time I saw you and Stefan perform.
Yes.
Was that was your first time performing?
That was our first ever performance together.
It's really good.
Memories.
So how can fans get in touch with you?
We have a Facebook, we have an Instagram, we have a Twitter. If fans would like to get in touch with us, they can just message our Facebook page or find any of us personally and message us, or if they see us around campus.
Yeah. So what is the Facebook page? Just the drawing board?
Yep, it's the drawing board.
And what's your Twitter and Instagram handles?
That one is TDB Band.
Yes.
At TDB Band.
TDB Band.
Yes.
All right. Is there anything else you'd like the fans to know?
Just look forward to new music coming out soon.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Jake and Alan. And now we're going to, Travis Judell is going to give us some sports, but first we're going to jump and look at some perfect pets who need some adoption.
Each week, UW La Crosse's student-run television station, WMCM TV, sends out a group of students to film some of the most precious animals of the Cooley Region Humane Society in a segment we like to call Perfect Pets. The Cooley Region Humane Society offers a variety of programs and services at little or no cost to help both animals and people in our community. If you have found or lost a pet, are in need of training assistance, need cat behavior consultation, desire to volunteer, need to surrender your pet, or are looking to adopt a pet, the Cooley Region Humane Society offers this and so much more. So what are you waiting for? Adopt or become a volunteer today. To find out more about these services, contact the Cooley Region Humane Society at 781-4014.
Again, the number for the Cooley Region Humane Society is 781-4014. If you're enrolled in the exercise science program on campus, maybe you've met Andy Asko. If you haven't, did you know that he is a world record holder? WMCM's Alex Riley has a story.
Andy Asko, ranked #1 in the world of his age group, did something over the summer that none of his classmates might be able to say for themselves.
I broke the IPF junior world record raw squat.
In June, Andy broke the world record squat of his age group in weight class when he successfully squatted 340.5 kilograms at the IPF Powerlifting World Championships in Finland.
I was obviously ecstatic, but I couldn't really just live in the moment.
But there was no time to rest for this new world record holder.
I think I took
2 days off when I got back here. The first day was just travel. The second day I celebrated, and then the third day back I was training for nationals, which was like 10 weeks after we got back.
Andy continued to train with the next World Championship on the horizon.
I have the 2016 Wisconsin State Open, but that's just a stepping stone for the 2016 World Championships.
And while Andy trains to break more world records in 7 months, he finds time to help those who could benefit from his expertise.
I coach 16 in person, I think, and 10 online. Just over the past couple of years, I've developed quite a knowledge base that I see a lot of people lacking here, and I see a lot of people struggling, and I took it upon myself to take them under my wing, per se. I mean, they do all the work, but I just felt like they could benefit greatly from having somebody with a little more knowledge than they could to make their workouts more efficient.
Sadie Vandiver is one of the 26 individuals who Andy coaches.
Andy and I lifted on the same team in high school, but I've only been trained under him for about 10 weeks. It's different. I mean, things clash as like being friends and then coaching. So, but it's good. I like it a lot.
Sadie is hoping to take top 5 in nationals next year, a goal with Andy's help she believes is a possibility, now that he's already helped her improve in 2 ways in the 10 weeks that he's been her coach.
Pretty much like the big thing is like nutrition and making sure I'm eating right, but then training consistently as well. Body composition, really, like just building muscle again.
And how does she feel about Andy watching her compete?
I like him being there. It like helps with the support and knowing that like somebody that cares so much is there to help you.
If you ask Andy which is the bigger challenge, squatting over 700 pounds or coaching 26 powerlifters.
Oh, my lifting's easy compared to coaching. I can come in here and train every day alone and not have a problem, but as soon as you drop 5 to 10 people a night on me trying to ask questions and stuff, it builds up stress, but I wouldn't have it any other way.
In lacrosse, Alex Riley, WMCM Sports.
Thank you, Alex. Now, Andy is hoping to break 4 world records this summer at the World Championships: bench, deadlift, his own squat record, and the record for best total. He's also hoping to complete his PhD in exercise science, which means that his coaching career is far from over. Guys, that's all we have for sports, but tonight the Packers play. What's your plans?
There you go. I'm going to take it easy, try to kick back and watch it.
I'm looking for some wings, as usual.
Wings, and hopefully we can get a win. They've been playing not so well lately.
Nah, I thought the Thanksgiving game went pretty well, but that's just me.
From
a Bears fan.
I'm a Bear
so,
lover.
yeah.
But the Bears do still suck.
What
can you say? What can you say?
Yeah, we'll see. I mean, we'll see how tonight goes. They can recruit, what's his name? He's a big guy. He looks like he could probably supply some use for the Packers, right?
What is his name?
I don't know. Yeah.
All right, so that's good. Also, we got Rotary Lights coming up. Good stuff. And we're saying goodbye to a couple faculty members, so it's a good week.
It's that time of the night. It's time for a joke, guys. I got to ask you.
Take it away.
Why does no one like a nosy pepper?
Why not?
Because they're always jalapeno business.
Oh, boy.
We got a couple of them.
It's all right. Thank you for that, Peter. Thanks, Travis. And thanks for watching WMCM's Week in Review. Make sure to always keep it tuned and to join us next week, Thursday at 4:30, right here on Campus Channel 6, Charter Channel 96, and Digital Cable Channel 989.